Butter Day.
Welcome, one and all, to Warren First 931. I am your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with my good friend and partner in crime.
I'm here.
Brian Carr
It's
is
Monday.
here. Yes. And right now in downtown McMinnville, getting into it, I want to say thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. It is 49 degrees in McMinnville. Today's high, Brian, is going to be a whopping 60. And then tonight's low, of course, will be 31.
Well, I'll tell you, with the sunshine, Kelly, and we got it beaten down on our backs, guys. So
I thought bit picking this side was going to be fine, and I'm going to move this a little bit.
please excuse the shadows, because I'll tell you what, it's been a really nice. It was nice outside, and it's because of the sunshine. It makes you feel like it's warmer. But a high of 60. Hey, I'll take it.
I'll take it. Now, it is still saying, we talked about this last week, and it's still going on into this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It is all saying thunderstorms and showers to the point of everything from 35% chance to the high of 75% chances showers and thunderstorms between tomorrow and next Monday.
Well, get your stuff taken care of today. That's your best bet.
And so for all you people like myself that is gearing up for Nashville for the big beta convention this weekend, guys, get prepared, get ready. You may want to bring your, wet boots and, wet attire, just a heads up on that. But we have so much to talk about on the show today, everything about what's in our local Voice newspaper going on, because there's so many new things coming up that I decided to put a majority of our things in there of like what is fixing to happen, because let me tell you, there is so much going on between now and next Friday. Between now, I should say, and Black Friday.
Yes.
So again, if you do, I want to stress this for anybody that's tuning in, please tag somebody that may or may have an event or a free meal or something going on, because I really want to make sure we have to get our newspaper in by this Friday to print so we can deliver them next week. We want to make sure everybody's got as much information about next week as possible. We don't want anybody to go home without a warm meal. I know with the SNAP benefits just getting back into place, and there's some people are having issues, some are not. I heard some of my friends that are on there, they have to reapply. It's a whole thing. It's whole mess. So again, we don't want anybody, especially children, to go out with a hot meal this holiday season. So please share if you got a holiday event or a free meal going on between now and next week. We'd love to get it on the show. Anything that we're going to talk about?
Well, hey, another thing is there was a lot of stuff going on this past weekend.
Oh my gosh,
and Kelly was all over the place, guys. Between Morrison, the tension.
It was all in Morrison, thank God.
It was all that direction. But we had a big event at the detention with a town hall meeting. So
can't wait.
Government in action is really
what
it was. So if you didn't get to go to it live or haven't caught it on the feed, you need to go back. But Kelly will talk and give you the highlights of it, and what an honor it was to be able to do something like that. And that's just, for me, I thought it was more like a trial run, because we got a lot of stuff to come, especially when it comes to government here in the greater Warren County area. And we had one of our gubernatorial candidates here, Mr. Monty Fritz, State Representative Monty Fritz was here. So we'll talk more about that.
We had a lot of representatives, but we'll talk more about that coming up on the show. And of course, all the fun thing, national holidays, and then some. But if you have something you want us to talk about on the show, message and comment us all while we are live throughout the day. And also, don't forget, if you have a birthday shout out, anniversary request, we would love to hear that, as well as a prayer request. So, because at the end of the show, we will be doing a word of prayer. Well, let's go into it. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
76. At our coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Welcome back, each one of you guys out there in podcast land. We love hearing from each and every one of you. So please comment and tell us what you did over the weekend as well. I would love to know what y'all did. But like Brian said, we both actually had a pretty busy weekend. Friday night was like, I'll start with Friday night. Friday night, Orchard Grove hosted their Thanksgiving Day meal, and the kids had an amazing little program. They opened up in prayer, closed in prayer. They did Bible verses. They sang some songs about thankfulness and things like that, and in each little grade. And it was really special, and the food was amazing. The desserts was amazing. It was just a good time of fellowship with, the people that this is the first year, Orchard Grove, and there was not a parking spot left in sight, Well,
Kelly, I was really concerned because whenever you have a new school, so to speak, now the teachers are new. They've been doing this for a while. But with all the stuff, you think about this time last year and the big vote that was happening with the special session in January and all the jockeying about school choice and everything. Well, guys, they've made lemonade out of lemons.
They did.
And they've got some really happy children. I'm happy to report because I've heard some reports about children loving this school, kids that were in traditional school coming out of it and turning their academic paralysis around.
Oh, yeah, complete 180. A lot of the people that are in my circle, my son included, everybody, whether they were in public school, private school, or at a different home school, this school has come at a time when the parents have needed it. And my son has done a complete 180, like my other friends have said. And not only the grades, the attitude of the children have changed. They love to learn. Like, that's the biggest thing is, like, you've got to learn, because you can't just, like, touch the book and be like, I've absorbed all the info, because I wish it was like that, but it's not. But, yeah, Walker and all the kids absolutely loved it. So, again, thanks to all the kids and the teachers at Orchard Grove that put that event together. And it was literally a school-led event, to everything down to the decorations, to the silverware was put in the envelopes, and they had Bible. Kids wrote their Bible verses on them and everything. It was really sweet.
Now, I have to ask, did little Miss Finn, did Finny sing?
She did. Everybody sang, but not solo.
Oh, okay. Because she's one of my favorites to hear sing.
Yeah, she sang as well. I got to see her and her family. But yeah, no one sang solos.
Okay.
No one did solos. I think she might have, read a Bible verse, though, with a group of girls.
Well, I think it's really neat to have this talent level of children, because a lot of the kids that are in this program are first off, it costs money to go.
Oh,
so you have children that are have parents and have people that want to see their success, want to that have some
We're investing
means.
in it.
Exactly. And so it's good to see that culmination of everything work together, from the parents to the teachers
into the student.
Yeah, because a lot of times the parents are the last people that are Mr. Jimmy, we were just talking about that guy.
Yeah, we were. I never see him up this early.
I know. Something's going on. We'll have to report on that later.
Yeah. I want to ask him what's up.
But no, I was showing Kelly a guy that I follow on YouTube, and he's got a program called Bears and Cubs, or From Cubs to Bears, and one of the things that they talk about is how the parents are the very last people to have any input, because it goes from the federal government down to the state, from the states to the districts, from the districts to the principals and teachers and students, and the parents are the very last people to have any input. With Orchard Grove, it seems like it's a culmination between the parents and the teachers to blend into the children. So, hey.
Well, put it this way, Beta's coming up, and I've been looking for a 30 by 40 foam board. They're sold out everywhere. And yesterday I found that there were some available in Murfreesboro. So I called the school and I asked Miss Taylor Smoot. I said, hey, I'm fixing to order these and my mom's going to pick them up on Tuesday. Does anybody else need a foam board that's having it's a like you said, it's a group effort. So I bought about, I think, 3 or 4 boards. And, so if anybody needs them, and then I told her after they're done, just keep the ones that are for later.
Now, so my girls have started off at Bobby Ray, and they started 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
And then they transitioned to the middle school, and it's funny, no relation, but at Bobby Ray Middle School or Bobby Ray Elementary, you have Miss Caitlin McGee, who runs the beta program over there. Then the last 2 years, we've had Miss Lucy McGee. No relation, but
no relation.
But then at the high school, Miss Rachel McGee, who is a relation to Lucy McGee, she runs the beta, and I'll tell you, these ladies don't get their due because they're so hands-on, and this is so busy. So now my wife, along with a few other sponsors at the middle school, have taken it over, and it's all hands on deck. Are you guys staying at the Opryland Hotel?
We are. We're leaving Friday at 3:30 after we get our haircut at Christy Ross's.
All right.
Yeah.
And what categories are you guys going to be?
Walker is entered in the wood sculpture. He has carved a pickup truck, and it's stained. It looks really neat. And then the second one is engineering. He's teaming up with 2 other boys, and this is something that they have to build hands-on the day of the event.
Yes.
So I cannot wait. That's what the foam board's for.
Okay.
So they get to practice this week with it. But then they have to tear down everything and then reassemble.
And speaking of one of our fine homeschool moms and teachers, good morning,
Lanisa.
Good morning, Miss Lanisa Bell. How are you?
Yes, and speaking of Lanisa, I got to see her on Saturday. So once I got done on Friday, Saturday, I was at the Morrison Elementary School where they had the craft fair, where you could get photos with Santa, and all the money that was raised at the craft fair at Morrison Elementary went to their kindness program and club.
Oh, cool!
Which was really awesome and amazing. And that was till 4:00. But I had to leave by 12, and then I made my way over to still at Morrison. Thank God, just across the pond. I went to help be the moderator for the Warren County Town Hall meeting hosted by Thomas E. Davis. He put this together, and he and y'all can watch this. He started out by saying everyone that was invited, to this event, it was just going to be, this one was made just for the Republican Party only, or affiliates, but anybody was welcome to come and listen and Q&A everybody that was there. Now, the Mr. Howard guy.
Dwayne Howard?
No.
Or Dwight?
No, not him.
Richards.
No, time out. Okay. There was one gentleman that was supposed to be there, and I thought his last name was Howard, but it might not be now. I can't remember. But with that said, we only had 2 speakers. There was 3 speakers lined up, but one did not show up. So with that said, Thomas C. Davis started off, and he is running for, once again, the 4th congressional seat in our against the incumbent Scott Desjardins. And so there was, and by the way, for everybody that came up and wrote those questions, did a phenomenal job. Each person had an hour each. Arnold. Sorry, okay, not yeah. Howard. I was like, it's somewhere in there. But with that said, Tom did the Q&As for an hour, and then we took a little 5-minute break, and then we talked to Mr. Monty Frist, and again, that was another hour into it. We were live at the detention for almost a little over 2.5, 3 hours of session there, and you can actually see the whole interview beginning to end with both Mr. Davis and Mr. Frist. And one lady that I ran into that evening, because it was also my husband and son's birthday little party we had.
Oh, that's right.
Detention. Yeah, I just kept it all in the same side. We just stayed in Morrison. So with that said, I want to tell y'all some of the biggest questions that I was like, oh, that's a good one. I wonder how they're going to answer this. One was about how are they going to deal with illegal immigrants. Mm-hmm. The other one was talking about vaccines, mandating vaccines was another good one. Another question I was trying to think of, they talked about education. We had, of course, as you can see through here, there's Ho-Ho made an appearance, our very own Santa Claus, talking about the chili cook-off coming up this Thursday. Today is the last day, by the way, guys, to tell Lanisa Bell and them if you're going to do the chili.
Speaking of Lanisa, there she is.
And she was there as well, letting everybody know. But if you did not get to go to that event, if you did not get to watch this event, and you need to understand and get to know these candidates that's coming up in the 2026 election, you need to watch this. These were very thought out questions by the public, by your constituents here in Warren County showed up. I think we had 2 or 3 people show up that was from Manchester and surrounding counties. Mm-hmm. And they came and asked questions as well. They even asked about the other one that kind of threw me off that I never thought was a concern until I looked it up later on that day. They asked about hemp farmers.
Yes, that's a big thing right now.
That's a big thing. And so when Mr. Frist was asked that question, because that was his question on that one, with the hemp farmers, he was very well educated on that he was so knowledgeable about it, like hemp, about how many different uses it has to, it's better quality than cotton. I mean, it was just blah, 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 coming out. Now, does he agree with, and this also, they put the THC and CB in that one question. Mm-hmm. He doesn't necessarily, if I remember correctly, agree with, the medical part of it. I don't know if he couldn't wrap his head around it.
Or recreational.
He's not into the recreational, but the medical and all that other stuff, as long as it's used for the good. Mm-hmm. And then that's why when I integrate, I spoke up sometimes. I'm like, no matter what we do in life, when something good is produced and it comes out, it's up to Brian if he's going to be a blessing with it or a curse. We say that all the time. It's up to we always want to blame somebody. Mm-hmm. And I always go back when I hear things going from good to bad or bad to good. When we used to drink, and again, I know Brian wasn't here at this time, but I remember it in middle school when we used to be able to bring water bottles. We could bring water bottles, here we go. We could bring bottles like this to school back at middle school, back in my heyday. This kid, that was a student, and I'm not going to say their name, came in, and this was not water no more. It turned into something else.
Oh, goodness.
And guess what happened?
Ruined it for everybody.
Bottles, no more.
Ruined it for everybody.
And so then you had to get your water from there. Right.
Yeah, well, and that's always a hot debate as far as it's going back to the hemp farming.
Yeah, recreational.
Because with marijuana usage, I mean, let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
With that chemical dependency, mm-hmm. It is a problem. It's a scourge in our community because it doesn't matter where you are. Right. It's a gateway drug.
It is.
Guys, everybody who comes to the hospital and has to have a UA done for drugs, 99% of them that test positive are going for illegal drugs. Generally, you have marijuana. It's one of those things. So we can say, "Oh, that's just a," and I've heard it all my life. Oh man, it's not addictive. Then why are people smoking every day? And why are people abusing every day? And look, if you look at the rise of these vape stores and stuff that are using synthetic marijuana, synthetic,
which is killing people, by the way.
Listen,
that's fact.
That's becoming a problem, and because of loopholes throughout the legal system, they've been able to do these things. I would love for people to, and Lanisa says it really well here. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I had it up for you.
I get excited. Personal responsibility is at the core of conservative thought. Well, it should be at the core thought of preservation, because we're killing our society when we do this kind of stuff. And we look at it and we see, and there's no secret. You go to any of these schools, you're going to see grandparents and great grandparents raising children. And you've got 2 to 3 generations that are not part of their child's life because they're lost to drugs and addiction. And so these are things, and that's what I love about Monty Fritz, is that he's a Christian first. He's going to do what God wants him to do. He's not a party guy. And right now, Kelly and I were talking about with our good friend Matt Campbell, there is a civil war going on amongst the conservatives about everything from Zionism to personal liberties to things like that. And so it's a really interesting time to be in.
We're in right before election. This is great.
In politics. Well, I mean,
we still got plenty of time to weed everything out. Hopefully we do.
I think the best thing, and it's a report that I found out this morning, is that in Mexico City, there are riots going on right now trying to overthrow the president, and Blumenthal, I think is her name. But anyhow, she's the president of Mexico, and right now, Gen Zers, it's pretty much a certain, it's young people, they can't take it anymore. And what they've got going on in their neck of the woods is that the cartels run everything, and everybody knows it. It's not a secret. Everybody knows it. So from killing people to killing people through addiction, and then indentured servants, not even true indentured service. There's no contracts. You work until they say you can leave. And that goes from SEX workers and things like that.
It's really sad. And that brings up another question I forgot that was asked specifically for or no, this was a question for both of them. When somebody did ask, because there was some Gen Zers in the crowd, which I was very excited about. I want to say representation of the Republican Party was there. But one question was asked, what would you say to Gen Z? Oh. And Mr. Fritz said, well, first of all, I want to say I'm sorry. Because it was his generation and the ones, before them that got to this point, right? And he's like, I'm sorry that I did y'all such a disservice, but at the same time, and he talked about how Gen Zers are going to be in so much more debt than we've ever seen before. And if we can't figure it out between now and before the Gen Zers catch up to where we're at today, right? So they get to catch up where we're at, then the next generations after them are the best way I've always explained this to myself in my head, this is me personally, is you think about the trash man, okay? The trash man comes up once, twice a week to come and get the trash. Well, in politics, not everything gets cleaned up. So anything that's left over stays on, not to this generation, but the next ones to come. And that's just going to keep piling up and piling up until somebody's going to be swimming in debt or swimming in, chaos. Well, and then there's a lot of things. I know you weren't there, and I can't remember everything. And I know Lanisa was there too, but there was so many things mentioned in this meeting or in this town hall that I didn't know when bills passed and things didn't actually happen. They didn't get executed.
Well, so
And that's, again, it blows my mind. All this money that we put into stuff, and they say, oh, great, this is actually happening. Guys, I'm telling you, every time I have to watch the news for an hour, it takes me 3 to 4 days to make sure that they're right.
yeah. Well, here's one of the things that we've got. We've borrowed so much on the future, and we've got $36 trillion in debt looming over our heads.
Yeah.
We have, I think, we spend like 14% of our national budget just on interest on loans. So that's the thing. So if you look at people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Congresswoman out of Georgia, you look at Congressman Thomas Massey out of Kentucky. These are people. They're the lone voices in the wilderness crying out, we've got to stop spending. But when you look at these bills, and even the big beautiful bill, it increased spending. It increased the budget. And anytime we increase the budget, when we increase spending, it devalues the dollar, and that hurts you at the grocery store.
Yeah.
That hurts you at going out to eat. Hurts you at Christmas time buying things. But there's so much, and so this is the interesting thing. And I'm pulling this up out of the AP, and I'll share it with the folks here. Online, so they can see what we're talking about.
Just click stop sharing.
Here, let's go to this one. All right, so that's Kelly and them. Let's go over here and
No, you have to stop. Click stop sharing, and then now you can put it in because it's not. It just stays on your Facebook page. I'm getting him to work it. He's working it. He's learning.
Where are we at now? Because
you got to click.
Share screen. Okay.
All
right. So this is what I want people to see, because this is stuff. Again, I'm not making this stuff up. This is real, and this is in the news right now. But this is stuff that you probably won't hear on your local news But in Mexico City, several thousands of people took the streets of Mexico City on Saturday to protest crime, corruption, and impunity in a demonstration organized by members of Generation Z, but which ended with strong backing from older supporters of opposition parties. The demonstration was mostly peaceful, but ended with some young people clashing with police. So there's a lot of video that's out there that you can find, but you're not going to see a lot of it. Protesters attacked the police with stones, fireworks, sticks, chains, grabbing police shields, and other equipment. The Capitol Secretary Pablo Vasquez said 120 people were injured, 100 of them were police officers, 20 people were arrested. In several countries this year, members of this demographic group, born between 1990s and 2010s, as protest against inequality, democratic backsliding, and corruption. And so it talks about how this happened in Nepal, and it's happened a few other places, and they give some more. But it's Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. That's who she is. Has a high, still has a high approval rating despite recent spat with high-profile murders that include the assassination of a popular mayor in the western state of Michoacan. Now, listen, guys, and this goes back. This is how it relates to Warren County, because we've got a lot of people from Michoacan, Mexico here, and they don't want to go back. And I'll tell you why. Because it's dangerous. People are getting killed. And I mean, it's almost third world down there. Hey, Cody Jones, good morning, buddy. So when we say this demographic of people are doing this stuff, they're doing it here too. Yeah. And it's even bigger. The momentum's getting louder.
It might not be as big as what's going on in these other places, but it is happening.
Yes.
I want people to not live under this like cushy little pink cloud. We have, even though I call this our hallmark town and stuff, in our nation, this is happening. And so we need to not be blinded. We need to keep our eyes open all the time to see what all these happenings are.
So, right now, young people can't go out and go get a house loan unless they become slave to their house note. Right. Because right now the interest rate is around 6%. And then you've got Trump. And then I'll go ahead and say, I think this is really dumb. But by saying a 50-year mortgage, who's going to get out from under a 50-year mortgage? And then it's going to increase your stuff by a third.
It's no different than a group we know on the mountain doing the 99 lease on the property. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, well, and the thing is you're going to be stuck with that forever. And so, what happens when you die? Does the bank collect it or take it over?
Does it fall on your dependents, your offspring?
Yeah.
Does it fall on any of your family members, or who you leave your will and?
But that's insane when you look at the interest that is collected on that, because say a $300,000 house, you're paying nearly $1 million for the thing over the 50 years, and so that's not really the answer, and people are getting sick and tired of it, and so
things need to change. And whether you like or disagree with your party, that's okay. But we have got to. At the end of the day, I remind myself, we voted these people in. We are their bosses. You need to email them. You need to call their offices. You need to be in it. This is not something where you just like give the job and then like do the blind eye. If we've done that too many times, we have to stay involved.
And that's why it was so refreshing to have somebody like Tom Davis, who's
and Monty Frisk. It was very refreshing combos.
It's nice to have. I mean, get this, Warren County. This is how important he thinks about Warren County. Monty Frisk is going to be here. He was here Saturday. He's going to be here Thursday night as well.
Too, yeah.
And for the Republican Ben Nixon chili cook-off, which will start at 6:00. And I think it's today the last day to.
Today is the last day to sign up if you want to do the chili cook-off. Yours truly is making her.
Oh, are you in? Oh,
I am doing my. It's actually going to be a healthy chili, believe it or not.
Oh.
Yeah, if you add cheese and all that other stuff, it makes it not. It's a keto recipe that.
Oh yes, I want to know about this. Yeah.
So I cannot wait for you to try it. I did change one ingredient in it, but it's still keto friendly.
Oh.
So.
Well, look, that'll be exciting, and I can't wait for that. But that's we're going to honor Mr. Ben Nixon, who has passed away, longtime member at Westwood Church of Christ, longtime member and founding father, so to speak, of the Warren County Republican Party here. And then we've got an award that we're going to be passing out, and it's I guess it's the Ben Nixon Award. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say who it's going to.
Let's don't. But somebody's going to be getting it.
Yes, and that's truly an honor. And then we're going to have lots of people that are excited. This is the last meeting for the Warren County Republican Party for the year. And so, and what a year it's been, even with it being an off year. There's a lot of stuff. We had bylaws. We had an election back, and they were able to keep the board together. And considering, how much money the board has raised for the party, considering how many people they've gotten involved in, look, it's never been this big. I'm part of that, and I'll be perfectly honest. I was around back when Mr. Nixon was alive, and it was much smaller, and so to see this growth happen, very happy. But they've got a lot of good ideas, a lot of good things planned for the future. So, I feel what I'm stuttering around here for is I got to say something nice about my good friends at the Democratic Party. They're going to be meeting the first Monday of every month, and so you can see them.
Look at Joseph. Call Joseph Moore
at the Magnolia Room. I love Joseph Moore. Him and I have been able to work on several things together.
Miss Dale McDaniel.
Yeah. So I've been getting these text messages from Miss Dale McDaniel about something that she's doing.
Yes, we'll talk about that.
Good.
No, we got to break it up.
Okay.
We got to take a quick break from our word from our sponsors, but when we come back, we'll talk about Miss Dale McDaniel and something she is involved in, as well as I wanted to come last time, but it was too cold for me. So remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Praters to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Praters Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Ready for the fall? We have pumpkins and delicious apples, corn stalks and straw, perfect for the seasonal celebrations.
And now it's the perfect time for planting.
95. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindalo, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Tired of riding around in a dirty car? Let us, CNC Auto Detail, give your vehicle the deep clean it deserves inside and out. We're not just another auto detailing service. We're a team of young entrepreneurs bringing convenience right into your driveway. We come to you offering a fast, affordable, and reliable clean that treats every car like it's our own. Call us today at 931-356-2096, or you can text 931-356-5052. CNC Auto.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Earl?
Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Ward First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with
Brian Carr.
Currently in downtown McMinnville, and thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. It is now a whopping 51, but if I did a real feel from what my back feels like right now, it feels like flipping 60.
Oh my goodness.
Back.
Yeah, it's on fire back there.
Yeah, I told Brian, he's like, which side do you want to sit on today? I said, let's go over here. The sun. But now, like, looking back, I don't know. Let me double check myself. Yeah, it would still been blazed with the sun. So I may be, like, moving myself to the side a little wee bit because, yeah, I need some cooling on my back.
Yeah, I got you. We might have to push everything up just a little during the next break.
But we were talking about Miss Dale, and last week, or this past week, started the pickleball stuff going on with Miss Dale and Miss Dale McDaniel and all of them at the Civic Center, and it was really cold last Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was on. And so, again, they're going to do this one more time. So, let's see. I'm looking. Good morning. 5 a.m. outdoor. Okay, so today is another pickleball opportunity. Starts at 5 p.m. at the outdoor courts at the Milner Rec Center. It was cold last Monday, and only 3 people showed up. So no clinic as of right now is going to be on the 24th, which will be next Monday. But starting when we come back off the holiday, December the 2nd, all will be inside on Tuesdays. So you get to be warm again. So I told her I will be back on Tuesdays on December the 2nd because that's always fun to do. And then she asked for one more favor because Miss Dale wears a lot of hats.
Yes, she does.
On the this Thursday, the 21st, the Warren County Master Gardeners is inviting the public to a presentation on fall prep. It's going to begin at 6 p.m. at the Magnolia Room, and food will be provided. Bring your questions. Now, I will unfortunately not be able to go to this one because I'll be at somewhere else. But if you are out there and you want to learn from the Master Gardeners here in Warren County and beyond, I'm telling you, they are a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, Miss Frida and them do a wonderful job. And I'm going to add this to the stage here, Kelly. We've got this because we were talking about
the Milner.
We got this is their Thanksgiving schedule, so a lot of you might want to know. We got the big Arts and Crafts Fair going on today. That's always a big one. So
the setup's going on.
Oh, the setup, yeah. The booths move in on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday. That's going to be going all day, and sometimes you forget about that. It sneaks up on you, especially if you're not an arts and crafter. I mean, I'm not.
I am, and I'm really sad I'm not going to be able to go this year.
But yeah, that's going to be going on. So they're not going to be doing anything in the main gymnasium.
No.
Everything's going to be on the auxiliaries, and then we've got so the main gym opens up next Monday, so a week from today, and then they're going to be closed on Wednesday the 26th. The 27th, 28th, but they're going to be reopening on November 29th, that Saturday.
Oof.
So they're going to get their Black Friday shopping in, and then they're going to go on and get it. But thank you, McMinnville Parks and Recreation, for everything that you do. And I'll tell you, I can't wait for these lights to come on. And I think
they're doing such a phenomenal job, Brian.
Since we're talking about 2 weeks out, the 29th, I think that's the Flip the Switch.
I believe you're correct.
Where they get that going on. So that's going to
have to look back on my schedule, but like the weekend before Flip this, or is it Flip the Switch first and then Christmas in the Park next?
I think it's Christmas in the Park is always the first Tuesday in December.
Here, let me pull that. But while I'm looking it up, if you want to tell everybody about that right quick.
Oh yeah. So So right now they're closing everything for winterization. So the following park amenities are closed for winterization. Will be open in early spring 2026. The water fountain at the Milner Recreation Center outdoor walking trail. Those water fountains are going to be shut off. So bring your own water, okay? And because we can't have any water pipes busting with this cold weather that's going to be moving into the wintertime. The dog water park fountains, they're going to be closed. So bring water for your dog as well. The comfort station at Edley Newman Field. All the water's going to be turned off there, and Rocket Park restrooms, they're going to be closed for renovation. So it's exciting to see what happens with that. Guys, we are so blessed to live in such a beautiful part of the world with our hills that lead into these great river system, from the Barron Fork to the Caney Fork, and then into the greater I keep trying.
Saturday. Which one was this? When was this posted? Yeah. Okay, that's right. Flip the Switch. The day you gave was Christmas in the Park.
The 29th.
The 29th is Flip the Switch, which is on a Saturday. That starts at 5 p.m. and it goes on till 8. And then on December the 2nd, and I want to make sure I got my dates right because I had to put it in my thing for us. Yeah. And then that following Tuesday is Christmas in the Park, where they're going to flip the switch on the tree. And
are you singing?
Yes, me and my son are going to do 10 minutes of singing.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it. Once again, he wanted to do it, and then yesterday he's like, Mom, I don't know. But we always traditionally sing Drummer Boy, because that was my father's song. And he would sing that at church, and that's one song Walker remembers Papa singing. And so Walker found a song. It's the King and Country version.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We sing that version.
So are you familiar with King and Country?
I am now.
Well, those guys live in Franklin. And they're from Australia originally.
Makes sense.
And they got a crazy story of how their father was worked as a roadie and got here to the United States and brought all 7 or 8 kids with them. There's a bunch of them. But they generally do, and they rent out the Opry House and have shows for Christmas, and it's generally Drummer Boy Christmas or something like that.
I love that.
Well, listen, my mom has gotten to go the last few years, and she's loved it. One of the greatest gifts I ever got to give to my mom was I got her some front row tickets. Actually, they weren't front row, but because of where they were sitting, then their stage came out. This was at the Quarry off 65 in Franklin.
The Quarry is amazing.
And so they had to put them in the front row at the edge. So I think Joel and Ethan, or whatever their name is, they kept. Those are the brothers. I can't remember what the brothers' names are. Those are the Coen brothers, Joel and
I was going to say.
But I think that Joel and some.
I thought Joel Osteen.
So they are walking right by my mom, and she was so excited to get to have those tickets. And I was so blessed that she got to go. She got to go with her sister and her husband, and it was a really fun time. And that was the first concert my kids ever went to.
Really?
Yeah. And so yeah, we got some cheaper tickets a little further back, but there wasn't a bad seat in the house. And what I was really impressed with, because I'd never been to this place, I think it was Am
Rock
South.
Quarries are the best to go to any concert.
They knew their customer service. They had a little thing where if it was your first concert, you get a certificate, and then if you're a child, they gave you a special band.
Like made you feel VIP.
Yeah. And so and then they told us the background of it. It started off. First off, it was just where they got stoned for Interstate 65, and then built a wedding.
They did
space. For people to get,
beautiful.
And then they built this amphitheater in the back, and it's like, oh man, this is really cool. So but the Drummer Boy is one of my favorites too. So that's going to be exciting. I'll be singing. I don't know what I'm going to be singing, but it's going to be like last year. Hopefully, it won't be so cold because last year it was
cold. We always prepare. It's going to be cold, so it is what it is, Brian. It's going to be December, and if it's not cold, it's weird.
Well,
let's be honest.
It may be cold outside, but it'll be warm in our hearts. And I'll tell you, with what the JA girls, I say girls, women do, they do such a wonderful job. And
well, you're welcome, by the way, to sing with me and Walker if you want.
Well,
we can always use a third person.
We might have it. I'll sing bass or tenor or whatever you want me to. Just let me know. But
we should get together and see what we could do together on that song.
Oh man,
because Walker starts out on his own, and then I chime in on when they get all together.
Well, look, man, you just need me to sit in the back and go,
oh, no. That part where they go, that part, that they do the O's in the background. That'd be you, and be like, can you just do the O's? It's already there. But no, I think it's really phenomenal what, like you said, the JA women do and that organization, all that they pull off with the Coats of the Community. Everything they've done is so they're a huge part, or one group at least that I know of that is such a huge mover and shaker for this community.
Oh,
and it's like a whole entity. They're all in one.
Well, this is what I love about this downtown. And again, thank you to the Parks and Recreation. Thank you to all of the vendors and all the people here on Main Street that give up their time because a lot of them stay open later. Our friends at the library, they get all decorated. Our friends at the Park Theater, they allow everybody to come in and see Santa, and there's just always something big going on. But the JA ladies, the setting that everybody in Warren County is on the same level. This is no one's special in the sense that everybody's special. This is an event for everybody, and it's free to the public. So we love that kind of stuff.
We do.
That's what makes McMinnville such an amazing place.
We are going to take another quick break for more word from our sponsors, and when we come back, more to come. We're going to talk about re-hitting up the local Voice newspaper because that is going to be going out today, as well as to get this out and out there. We're going to do this every time. I'm going to beat this like a dead horse. If you or an organization is interested in being a part of our newspaper next Monday, I've got to get your information and we'll tell you how to do that coming up next. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
On farms and land, they can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm disputes. Land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
At Reddick Brown Ford, we're all about serving our Ford and Lincoln family. Enjoy our unbeatable oil change specials. Just $34.95 up to 6 quarts for synthetic blends and $119.95 up to 13 quarts for diesels. No appointment necessary. Plus, we offer convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your number one local go-to dealership.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Some call it Pioneer Country.
Some call it Tree City.
Some call it the WC.
We call it home.
From the first showing to the final signature.
From downtown charm to wide open fields.
Warren County isn't just on the map, it's where dreams are made.
Because when you're buying or selling in the WC, you deserve someone who gets it.
Make my mom your winning choice for buying or selling real estate in the WC.
Let's make your next move your best move.
Asked him how he did his hair. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host of the Morning First 931, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my co-host.
Man, I feel like a mountain man this morning, but I'm Brian Carr from Dibble, Tennessee.
My hair's just falling apart. I want everybody to know that I bathed and showered today, but I feel like a hot mess
I know right now with you got the heat and you're wearing
I'm trying to go over here. Like, do you see how heat? Yeah. It's not Brian, it's the heat.
Well, it's funny. So I was listening to this guy talk about the way people dress, and he's like, "Yeah, I wear fishing shirts because they go everywhere. You can wear a fishing shirt to church. You can wear it during the summertime. You wear it anytime. And so I'm wearing my trusty old. This is what I call my Tennessee shirt because it has little Tennessees in it. But
I know, I always thought that was neat.
Yeah, but and then we were talking about sports. We were talking about Miss Dale McDaniel, and I'm gonna throw this out. Tennessee Volunteers. Hey, Junior, we won big. We should have won big because it was I guess basically homecoming against New Mexico State, and we just beat the stew out of. But there were some big games that went on this week, especially in the SEC. There was a great comeback by Texas A&M. They wound up winning 31-30 over South Carolina Gamecocks,
and a big stink with Tennessee Titans.
Oh my God! Well, Tennessee Titans continue their losing. And that was
turn in the flag.
Well,
now I just did crumbs.
It's okay. But no, we with the Tennessee Titans, they brought it back and tied up the game within the last 2 minutes.
Didn't they?
And then they lost it at the end because they couldn't. Their defense couldn't hold them.
They let them do a field goal.
They got a field goal with no time left, and so
it's like, what are you doing?
So the Houston Texans came in and won another one, and so it looks like we're playing for the draft again. And you know, we got the first pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's killing a lot of us. So you got to get another team. You got to get a
Listen,
second team
I'm
to
all
watch.
for supporting our teams that are in Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
but after a point, it does get to a line where you're like, "Come on, man!"
I'll tell you a team that's local that we can't all get behind because a lot of our young people and a lot of people out there, our good friends at Tennessee Tech, they are 10-1 now. They play the University of Kentucky, and Kentucky's a much bigger program. They're Division I, and they stomped Tennessee Tech.
Not such a bad team this year.
Hey, Vandy's doing well. And so
shout out to CJ.
And so I think today begins. Now, Tennessee is going to go down to the swamp this weekend and play Florida. So it's Florida Hate Week.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for some reason, and I don't know why it is, but here in this neck of the woods, we have a lot of Florida fans and we have a lot of Alabama fans. Yep. And let me remind everybody out there that if you live here in Tennessee, your tax dollars go to help support the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Just letting you know. So if you want to root for those other teams, hey, it's free country. Mm-hmm. You go ahead and do it. But we are looking for a big win out of our University of Tennessee Volunteers down there. And shout out to our Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. They got beat by Kentucky, but hey, 10-1, and they're nationally ranked in their FBS division. So they're good. Oh my goodness, that is some relief there. But no, we've got so much. So much sports to be looking forward to because we got Thanksgiving football.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. And then wrestling season, and we got basketball season going. And shout out to James Clark and the Warren County Joy folks. They put a nice little they put several pieces. Kelly and I were talking about how many pieces they've been putting out. And
he's popping out a story left and right. He's doing really good.
He did a really nice one about the detention with Mr. Wayne and Miss Bernadette, and then did one about the Warren County basketball team. Mm-hmm. And hey, James, that Warren County wrestling team is worth writing about.
I wouldn't mind reading a story about them now.
So we got a lot of stuff going on. They've been doing a lot of. They're starting their season off now. So don't be surprised if we start doing some pop-ups there at the wrestling matches.
Especially with our newest of interns, they are so excited.
Well, hey, they got an in to the team because Mr. Hayden Watts is one of their good buddies.
That's correct.
And he's going into his senior year, and we're expecting some big things out of him, along with the rest of them, Xavier Simmons and a lot of those kids. And
O'Donnell,
Jacoby. And we still got another year or two to watch him. And so a lot of those young people have been wrestling with ground zero wrestling out of Tullahoma, and they're just getting better. Shout out to Coach Ben Matheny, who's got the middle school team already going, and excited to hear what they're doing. And so going to have some interviews coming up pretty soon. Did we say December 13th?
Is your thing.
Yeah, but we're doing Pioneer Podcast that
morning. Yeah. So the Pioneer Playbook is on December the 13th. We already have a great lineup. We got Coach Fish and the varsity basketball team coming on the show.
All right.
We also have a special thing. I don't want to give too much into it, but we are going to have, it is a dressed to the nines of Christmas attire. Anything Christmas, Brian, you want to wear? You're welcome to come out and, be the top dog. We may need to call Santa to be an official when it comes to the wings and this other contest that the boys want to pull off. And we also have a special guest, Kayron, is going to be coming on the show and hosting with Kaysen and Cody. We're going to be going live at 11 o'clock at Collins River Barbecue from 11 to 1. So everybody needs to come out and show up for this because these boys are so excited.
Well, it's going to be entertaining. And if you want some good, I say free entertainment.
You want some free entertainment that people have volunteered to do.
Yes.
We did not put a gun to no one's head and say, hey, you have to do this. And then also too, K-Ron's actually come up with a couple of things.
Well, you were telling me a little about that. So look, don't be surprised if Santa makes his entrance.
Yeah.
Santa
we need an official.
Well, Santa is just very busy, but he loves Warren County, and so don't be surprised if you see him out and about Warren County here in the next few weeks.
I know, right?
He is rolling. He came to the detention the other day, is what
He
I heard.
did, yes.
I didn't get to see it.
He talked about the chili cook-off, the Van Nixon's cook-off.
Yeah, so and don't be surprised if you see Santa at the detention Thursday night. There's a good chance of that.
So, real quickly before I forget this though, too, tomorrow night is the first ball game for our basketball boys and girls. They're going to be, but it's an away game, and it's on November the 18th at Ravenwood.
Okay.
Now, our first home game is going to be on November the 21st, which, if I'm correct, is that this Friday? Yes, it is. This Friday is the first official home game against Walker Valley. And again, if anybody wants a complete schedule, they actually have some of these here at Tops. These are really neat. I don't know who made these, but these are neat.
Shout out to our good friends because we're here at the Tops Metro Deli Studio. And on Mondays, you can go down to the Cumberland Biscuit Company.
They're open till 1 o'clock today.
Get you some food. And here, I love my coffee mug. You buy one of these coffee mugs, you can get it refilled for free.
Yes.
So I love that thing.
And then also, too, as we're getting closer to the time for the holidays, guys, I cannot stress this out enough. And I do appreciate each and everybody that has commented and posted and shared this with people already. If you're a church, a civic group, a community organization, a nonprofit of any type, we are looking to do a special newspaper specifically talking about, as I need to go pull up because I want to make sure I say it correctly. If you're hosting a free Thanksgiving dinner or an event or anything like that, please comment below with your details. We're putting together a community list for our upcoming newspaper to help spread the word and make sure that everyone knows where they can go for a warm meal and or a fellowship this Thanksgiving. And right now, I'm going to see which ones we got so far because I'd like to talk about them. First and foremost, this one that was shared for me, Visa Online. Maine Missions presents our first annual Fall Fest and fundraiser. It is a Freedom Life Church event that's happening on November the 29th. Live music, silent auction, and more. Admission is free. Free food, drinks while supplies last. Donations are appreciated. And so that's going on, as well as we scroll down and another event that was sent to us, community dinner meal, free meal invited to everybody on November. Oh, that was this past 16th, wasn't it? Yeah, that was yesterday. My bad. Moving on. But again, we needed to get that out there. The Gathering Place, located at 2100 Morrison Street, will have a happy Thanksgiving meal and handing out 85 plus pallets of free food, etc. on November the 23rd. We also need volunteers. Volunteers should arrive around 9 o'clock. Service starts at 11. Dinner served right after the service and the food distribution. Smart Assembly of God is hosting theirs free and open to the public on November the 29th at 6 p.m. And then it says comedian Trevor Thomas will be live at this event. Join us for a night of joy, laughter, and good, clean fun.
All right.
How fun is that going to be? Holly Cox said, let's see, Hillary Campbell, here's something to follow on the thread for info. Oh, here we go. Please join us for our Thanksgiving dinner. This is with Eastside Baptist Church that was yesterday too. My bad, as I just now noticed that. Holly Cox posted the Summitville Food Pantry. This is, hey, again, everybody is going to be in need of food somehow.
Let your folks know.
Yes, it's holding their monthly free food giveaway on November the 22nd. That is this Saturday, guys. But this, of course, is located in the Manchester area. And then last but definitely not least, Brian shared with us Thanksgiving dinner at Westwood Church. You want to take that over?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, call 931-473-8434 if you plan on attending or if you would like it delivered. One of the cool things that I'm part of is I'm on the delivery team, and it's become a tradition for me and my father-in-law. He comes up, the wonderful people make the food. They have it boxed up, and the young people write messages on the actual containers, and then we get to deliver that to people, and we get to pray with them. And that's what I love to do. Hey, shout out Vanessa Miller. Good morning, and hey.
Love you, boo. I got so much to tell you. I found out over the weekend.
And we also want to say a good shout out to our friend Tyler Simmons, running for District 11 County Commissioner.
He was there on Saturday.
I saw him there. I mean, I would have loved to. Santa saw him, was what I heard.
Yeah, Santa saw him.
Santa would love to talk to everybody.
Dwayne Howard was there.
Santa saw.
Who else was there that's representing besides Thomas?
But you couldn't miss the punk rock patriot that was there.
Yeah,
and that he's
Patriot Punk or Punk
yeah,
Patriot.
he is a real celebrity.
Oh my gosh! I asked him how long it took him to get his hair like that. He said less than 10 minutes.
And so Santa saw him, but let me tell you, Santa saw one of his kids coming back out to the parking lot, and stopped and ran into one of our good friends, Miss Jacqueline Butler, one of our Warren County Middle School teachers, and one of our Pioneerette sponsors for the Pioneerette Middle School team. And we just think the world of her and her family. And Santa was able to get a selfie with her daughter, and that was really cool.
When Santa comes out, you gotta stop and get a picture, right?
Like, look, Santa. When you see him, you gotta get it. And for Santa, it's more. It's more of an opportunity. Santa. It's not about getting a picture with Santa. It's about Santa getting a picture with your child.
That's right.
And so that's the thing that they're going to hang on to. And what was really funny is my wife, who works with her, I got a message from her that said, "My daughter was so excited. She said, 'Mommy, that's the real Santa.'"
Aww.
Because he knew your name and knew you were a teacher.
Oh my
God.
God.
And so that was really cool.
You've made the mark when you do that kind of stuff.
Oh, hey, Miss Vanessa pulls out some things. And listen, guys, if you didn't get to go see Kirk Cameron this weekend at the World Outreach Church, I got to see him.
Did you?
It was awesome. Several of our Warren County folks were there. But they've got a lot of things going on at the World Outreach Church in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Stick Yard will be there December 14th, and it is a really neat. They do drumming, so it's like a drummer boy, So it's Broadway caliber. I'll put it to you this way. They're also going to have, I think it's December 7th, which is a Sunday even. They're going to have at 3:00 and 5:00 or 3:30, 5:30. They're going to have a Charlie Brown Christmas performed by their teens, which I love. It's not Christmas until I see a Charlie Brown Christmas, and then
I agree.
Opening November 29th, they're going to start up their ice skating rink. And I've seen this thing, Kelly. It's a real ice skating rink
at the World Outreach. We've been there twice.
And I've never done it, but I'm gonna try to do it.
I will say this, and I want to say this as nice as I can. If you want to see what a real skating rink, ice rink is like, go to the World Outreach.
Oh yeah,
because that's legit, and you don't fall and you don't slip, and it works out. Because it's going to ruin all the other skating rinks that come around.
Well, yeah, look,
and I say it nice.
Just the refrigeration unit for this
thing. Oh my God, yeah.
It's insane. But no, I got a lot
of.
And
the Nashville Predators help put that going every time I've seen it.
Oh well, I'm just so excited that I got. But they've got that coming up, and they've got a lot of other events. But churches, let us know. It's starting to become that candlelight season.
Oh, yeah.
The season where if you're having
candlelight services and everything. That's why I say, hey, our thing's coming out on Monday. If you have anything going on for November, and I say this again, December, you better let us know, or we're not going to be able to talk about it. Real quickly, though, because I know me and Brian, I am sweating. I'm sweating. First off, tonight, let me say, because I'm on here, tonight there is 4 meetings going on with our county commissions group. Of course, tonight is the full court is going to be happening at the end. But the first off, at 5 o'clock is the education committee meeting, followed by 6 o'clock, the financial management meeting. And then 6:30 is the Warren County Board of Commissions, where it's a full court. And we will be broadcasting all those meetings live tonight, courtesy of my boys. I'm just going to call them my boys. Kason and Cody are going to be there broadcasting that live for you guys tonight here at Warren First 931. And then, of course, on tomorrow, we got the IDB meeting here for the county is going to be up and going. as you can see right there, at the Chamber of Commerce, starting at 4:30. The first annual Ben Nixon Memorial Chili Cook-Off is set to be happening on Thursday the 20th at 6 p.m. at the detention. The Temple Baptist Church is having their Old Timers Day at 10 a.m. that's located at 34 Oak Tree Drive in November the 23rd. Excuse you. And then November the 27th, of course, is Thanksgiving. November the 28th is the Black Friday fundraiser 5K on the 28th, which is Black Friday. If you want to sign up, there's the link. Flip the Switch is on the 29th. November the 30th is the Singing Believers. Also, too, I just saw this that Vanessa texted me. And I wish I could. I don't know if that's is open to the public or not.
What's that? The judging for the sorry.
Yeah, judging for work holding. I think that's something else.
I don't know.
She wants. I can't. I wish I could judge. I'm gonna be out of town. I'm leaving town on Tuesday, and I'm not looking back. I'm taking it. We're going with the whole family. But I wish I could be there. But like I said, if you have other dates coming up, like, look, guys, here's all the dates in December that are coming up with the Christmas parade and everything. And I also want to mention, too, today that I forgot to add on here as well, because it happens every Monday. If you have a teenager that needs some help with teen recovery of any type at this point, Freedom Life Church at 6:30 every Monday hosts a teen recovery program.
Yes.
And so I really urge you guys, if you have a teen out there that's needs a great advocate of, trying to get in the right steps to whatever they are looking for, Freedom Life Church has their finger on that pulse. I'm telling you. And they're when you see, it's like me and Brian have said, when you decide to become a blessing instead of a curse, you can see the fruits of their labor ever so growing. Every day that church is getting bigger and bigger, effortlessly. Effortlessly.
Well, they have a love for people. They have a love. One of the cool things that I've noticed is that it's not just Anthony Campbell and his wife. It's everybody. It's everybody that recognizes that we all bear the image of God and that we all need help. And there's so many people that have dedicated their lives. They take a vow of poverty to do the things that it takes to help other folks. Yeah. And so, and you see these people all over. You may not recognize who they are, but they're making a difference in this community, especially with our young people in our recovery programs. And we just want to continue to pray for their success. I don't want to name specific people because there's too many to name. Yeah. There's so many people that are involved, but very grateful for that church and what they're doing, especially for addiction and recovery. Yeah.
So with that said, it is now that time to end the show with a word of prayer.
Right.
I'll get back normal for this one. But again, I'm calling all last requests. If you have a birthday request, anniversary request, or any type of request at this point, we are here for you. Whether you believe in God or not, we would love to pray for you with whatever struggles you may be going on, because I always tell people all the time I run into that God is like with you. He's just waiting for you when you're ready.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when you make that decision to become a Christian, your life will be ever so changed. Now, will there be some ups and downs? Yes, but there is so many more ups than downs. Because let me tell you, at the end of the day, lightness, the light will win over the darkness every time, because darkness is afraid of the light.
No. Hey, guys, if you're a Christian, you realize the battle's already won. It's just the endurance. It's like Paul says, running the good race, and that's where we are. We want to send a deep, sincere, and blessing to our friends, the Todd family, and the Gillies family, and the Burks family that have lost people here recently. And Connie Joe Hillis passed away on November 13th. So these are families that are here. They're grieving, and we want to keep these families in mind. We found this information out publicly through High Funeral Home. There's also a McMinnville Funeral Home that we check and do these things. But we want to remember these families in particular. We've got a lot of folks, and I'll tell you, one of the things about remembering in our prayers, we've got a new sponsor. We want to make sure that we pray for this family and the success for this business as
Being
well.
handed down.
Yeah, Rob Williams is now taking over the lock shop, and so we want to pray for his success and their family success, because the lock shop
has been here for years. I don't know how many times Mr. Jim would come and unlock me and wherever I was at. And he was always so nice.
Oh yeah, I was stuck in a situation. One of my family members, they accidentally left their keys in the car. We were at a funeral of all places. We were at High Funeral Home, and that's why I relate these things, because we were at High Funeral Home, and he rolled up and he said, "No, don't pay me." I mean, he was there just in a few minutes, and the poor mama was feeling just so relieved that he was there, and popped the lock just like that, and I could not let him go away without giving him some money, because I was just so grateful. But yeah,
his loss is heaven's gain, as I always say about people. But I want you guys to know that the lock shop is still working. It's still open. It's still working. And Rob Williams was a good friend of Mr. Jim. And when he was passing, his wife talked to Rob, and we did a story about this, and she said Jim wanted you to, be the first to ask if you wanted this. And Rob has taken this on like he's got a lot of things on his plate, but he loves this. And he's always been really good about being a mover and shaker in this community, just behind the scenes. You don't get to see Rob a lot.
We're going to have to come up with a jingle for his number, but that's 931-473-4216.
I was trying to think in my head. 931-473-4216. I can't do that. That's too hard.
473-4216.
Oh, I know that.
473, because everybody knows 931 around here. But no, but
and then Brian would say 24-hour emergency service.
Yes.
I can't do it.
24-hour emergency service.
I can't hit the high note like right now. We have too much fun with this.
And look, we didn't even talk about Shrek. That was one of the things that happened this weekend, which was a big thing.
I'm so sorry, guys. Something happened on Sunday, and I couldn't go. I couldn't go.
There's so much. Look, I had birthday parties. My mom had her birthday. We had.
That's right.
I can't even remember what happened Friday.
You went to took her to Barren Forks.
Oh yeah, I had the Barren Forks and got to tour the Southern Blue. Thank you, Mr. Hayden Millen. We're gonna have to have him on here sometime soon to talk about because it's beautiful over there, and maybe we can do, guys, the view off the rooftop back towards the Ben Lomond Mountain.
Who's not to say? Maybe once we get done on the 13th with the Pioneer Playbook, we might be making our way over, saying hi to Santa and more.
Well, I hear Santa's going to be over there on that day. So we got a lot to be thankful for. We're going to remember these families. We're going to remember all these events, especially with this Thanksgiving week leading in next week, and all the things that are going on. But thank you guys for joining us today. Kelly, you want to pray?
I'll pray today. Why not? I can do it. I always do Mondays anyways. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. Please be with everybody that is traveling right now during the holiday season. Put a hedge of protection over everybody, God, because we know that depending on Tennessee weather, God, whoever knows what's going to happen the next day. Please be with all those folks that have lost a loved one or a friend, because, we know we don't have to understand why sometimes, God, but just be with them as they need to mourn and give them peace and comfort during this time of loss. Please be with all these holiday Thanksgiving events, God. I can't say this enough, but please just bring blessings upon those people that go to these events and be a blessing to those hosting these events, to give them, shine the light on some darkness that people don't get to see, God. Because with everything that we do, we try to do it in you, and let's don't lose. And I just pray that people don't lose that thought when they go into this, Lord. Please be with us throughout the week and then some, God. As it's the flu season and things like that, be over all our speaking of, with everybody coughing and hacking, be with everybody, because right now it's just not a good time not missing a day of work with all the stuff that's been finally going. Thank God that the government's somewhat open or finally open on this. And also leaning into that, be with all our elected officials throughout this holiday season. Give them the mindset and the courage that they need as Christians to step up and be that light in that position that they're in, to do the right thing and make the right decisions for us as citizens here in America. We just read this morning, just laid on me right now, the folks in Mexico.
Yes.
Be with them. These riots, this devastation that is going across America. I know in my heart, I don't feel like it's right, but I know things have to happen sometime for people to be heard. But let's just try to make them as peaceful protest as possible, God, in these times of the holidays and things like that, and be with one another. And let those people, and at the end with this, be with those folks that are lost, God, people that do not know you, but they want to get to know you, or they're on the fence that they want to know you, or they don't want to have nothing to do with you. Be with them during this time frame, God, and give them the strength that they need to open up their eyes and their minds and their heart, that you are the one and the only one that can get them. Because whether it's a high or a low, you are the ultimate high that everybody should be on. So in your name, amen.
Amen. Beautiful.
Just end on that.
Beautiful.
I'm high on Jesus.
Hey, man,
Take me to recovery.
That's the best. That's what I love about it. It's faith-based recovery.
Yeah.
And when you're connected to the higher power, when you're connected to God, that makes it so much easier. And that gives you something, because people will fail you, but God never changes. He never fails. So.
Mm-mm. Well, guys, it has been an amazing show. Stick around with us. We got so many new things cooking up for the new year. We can't wait to talk about and release them as well. And then don't forget that the weather, as of still right now, when I looked at it before we went into prayer, it is still saying tomorrow on till Monday is thunders and shower storms, about 30 to 65% chances throughout the week. So, dress accordingly. But again, what do I say? Be a blessing and a curse. Well,
be a blessing and not a curse.
Not a curse.
And always, yes.
Oh, and always. That's why we're changing it. Keep it first.